Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for out-of-the-box thinking and long-term planning to boost tourism in the country. Foreign ministers of Quad countries meet in New Delhi, reaffirm to work for free and open Indo-Pacific, climate change, clean energy transition, among others. In Meghalaya, outgoing Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma stakes claim to form a new government. President Draupadi Murmu inaugurates International Dharma Dhama Conference in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And in cricket, Australia win third test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy against India by 9 wickets at Indore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stressed on the need to think out of the box and do long-term planning to give a new height to the tourism sector in the country. Mr. Modi stated this while addressing a post-budget webinar on boosting India's tourism potential.
हमारी सरकार बजट के पहले भी और बजट के बाद भी हर स्टेक होल्डर के साथ विस्तार से चर्चा करती है, उनको साथ लेकर के चलने का प्रयास करती है। बजट का मैक्सिमम आउटकम कैसे आए, बजट का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन तय समय सीमा के भीतर कैसे हो, जो लक्ष्य बजट में तय किए गए हैं उन्हें प्राप्त करने में ये वेबिनार एक कैटलिस्ट की तरह काम करता है।
The Prime Minister highlighted huge scope of tourism in India and listed out coastal, beach, mangrove, Himalayan adventure, wildlife, eco-heritage, spiritual, wedding destinations and sports tourism. He also gave the example of Ramayan Circuit, Buddha Circuit, Krishna Circuit, among others, and stressed on the need to work collectively on this.
इस वर्ष के बजट में देश में कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट से, चैलेंज रूट से देश के कुछ टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन को डेवलपमेंट के लिए सिलेक्ट करने की बात कही गई है। ये चैलेंज हर स्टेक होल्डर को साथ मिलकर प्रयास करने के लिए प्रेरित करेगा। बजट में टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन इसके एक होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट पर भी फोकस किया गया है। इसके लिए अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर्स को हम कैसे एंगेज कर सकते हैं, इस पर विस्तार से चर्चा होनी चाहिए।
Highlighting that tourism has always been part of India's social and cultural civilization, Mr. Modi said, if the country develops more facilities, it will increase tourist footfall.
जब वाराणसी में काशी विश्वनाथ धाम का पुनर्निर्माण नहीं हुआ था, तो उस समय साल में 70-80 लाख के आसपास ही लोग मंदिर के दर्शन के लिए आते थे। काशी विश्वनाथ धाम का पुनर्निर्माण होने के बाद पिछले साल वाराणसी जाने वाले लोगों की संख्या 7 करोड़ को पार कर गई है। इसी तरह जब केदार घाटी में पुनर्निर्माण का काम नहीं हुआ था, तो वहां भी सालाना 4-5 लाख लोग ही दर्शन के लिए आते थे, लेकिन पिछले साल 15 लाख से ज्यादा श्रद्धालु बाबा केदार के दर्शन के लिए गए।
Mr. Modi informed that the central government has started the Vibrant Village scheme for the villages situated along the border and emphasized the need to support businesses, including homestays, small hotels and restaurants. Talking about the increasing number of foreign tourists in India, the Prime Minister underlined the need to profile such tourists and create a special strategy to attract them to the country. He insisted on developing 50 such tourist destinations that every tourist from around the globe is bound to visit on his trip to India. The foreign ministers of the Quad member countries have reaffirmed their commitment to supporting a free and open Indo-Pacific, which is inclusive and resilient. The foreign ministers today held the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, or Quad, in New Delhi today. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar chaired the meeting, attended by the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong, and Japan Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi. In a joint statement, the leaders reiterated their support to the principles of freedom, rule of law, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, peaceful settlement of disputes and prosperity of the Indo-Pacific region. The leaders also reaffirmed their support to the region through practical cooperation on contemporary challenges such as health security, climate change, clean energy transition, critical and emerging technologies, infrastructure, connectivity, maritime security, and counter-terrorism. Speaking at the event, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said the leaders agreed on a counter-terrorism working group and the issue of terrorists should not be politicized. He said Quad is working successfully because its origins lie in common good and it reflects innate virtue. Dr. Jaishankar also informed that all 4 nations supported the reform of the United Nations.
We agreed on a counter-terrorism working group. We agreed on cooperating more closely with the Indian Ocean Rim Association. We agreed that we had earlier worked out a HADR initiative, so the standard operating procedures for that, which I think the military people would obviously see as a prerequisite for their cooperation. I think we coordinated on the UN to make sure that, the processes of the UN are respected and, the workings of the UN stay true to its spirit.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said for Quad, the future is Indo-Pacific and the group is rightly focused on what is happening in Ukraine. Mr. Blinken added that Quad is not a military group and it is working on things that are really critical. Japanese Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi also reiterated that Quad is not a military grouping. He said that Quad does not try to exclude anybody, including China. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today held bilateral meetings with foreign ministers of different countries on the sidelines of Raisina dialogue in New Delhi. In his meeting with Sweden Foreign Minister Tobias Billström, they noted the steady progress in bilateral relations and regular contact in the Indo-Nordic and EU formats. The 2 leaders discussed technology, sustainability and economic collaboration. Dr. Jaishankar also met Foreign Minister of Saudi Arabia Faisal bin Farhan and appreciated Saudi Arabia's support in the G20. They also discussed global developments. A productive discussion was held during Dr. Jaishankar's meeting with Foreign Minister of Australia Penny Yong. The minister also had a meeting with his Egyptian counterpart Sameh Shoukry. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has staked the claim to form a new government in the state. He met Governor Fagu Chauhan this morning and submitted letters of support from BJP and others. Besides 26 NPP MLAs, Mr. Sangma has claimed the support of some other legislators, including 2 from the BJP and 1 independent. The ruling National People's Party, NPP, has emerged as the single largest party, winning 26 seats and is set to head a coalition government for the second successive term. The party led by Mr. Sangma won 26 seats, 7 more compared to 2018. The State Assembly has 60 seats. Earlier today, Mr. Sangma submitted his resignation, but Governor asked him to continue as Chief Minister till new arrangement is made. The United Democratic Party has bagged 11 seats. Congress and TMC have won 5 seats each. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Conrad Sangma for his party's performance in the Assembly elections. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he is looking forward to continuing working together for Meghalaya's progress. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah has also tendered his resignation to Governor Satyadev Narayan Arya. Dr. Shah said that the governor has asked him to continue as a caretaker CM till the formation of the new government. He said the new government will be tentatively formed on the 8th of this month. The ruling BJP-IPFT combined has won 33 seats in Tripura. CPM-Congress alliance has won 14 seats and Tripura Motha has taken 13 seats. In Nagaland, the ruling NDPP-BJP alliance has bagged 37 seats with NDPP winning 25. Incumbent Chief Minister and NDPP candidate Nephew Rio has won with a whopping 92.87% votes share. The legislature party meeting of the NDPP will be held today in Kohima. Secretary General of NDPP Abu Mehta said as declared earlier, the present Chief Minister Nephew Rio will continue to be the Chief Minister of the state, but a formal decision will be taken in this regard in due course. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said results of Tripura, Nagaland and Meghalaya Assembly elections have proved the Northeast is not far from Delhi or from hearts. Mr. Modi addressed party workers at BJP headquarters in New Delhi yesterday. He said the results are a reflection of a new ideology.
त्रिपुरा में तो हाल ये था कि पहले एक पार्टी के अलावा किसी दूसरी पार्टी का झंडा तक नहीं लगाया जा सकता था और अगर किसी ने लगाने की कोशिश की तो उसको लहूलुहान कर दिया जाता था। इस बार इन चुनावों में हमने कितना बड़ा परिवर्तन देखा है। भाजपा ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट की राजनीति की दिशा ही नहीं, एक आत्मविश्वास से भरा हुआ और नई दिशा पर चल पड़ा हुआ नॉर्थ ईस्ट हम देख रहे हैं.
President Draupadi Murmu has said that the consciousness of Dharma Dhamma is embedded in the core of India and the foundation stone of humanism rests on Dharma. She was addressing the inaugural ceremony of the 7th International Dharma Dhamma Conference in Bhopal today. The President said that in the present times it is everyone's duty to protect and enhance the system based on morality. He said that in a country, religion has an important place in the social and political system.
The universal appeals of the ideals of Dharma Dhamma, I am sure that they are happy to be in Madhya Pradesh where Sankchi and Bharhut are located. The stupa complexes and Sankchi and Bharhut have been great symbols of the eternal Indian message of Dharma Dhamma since ancient times.
Over 1 crore farmers have benefited from the ongoing paddy procurement for the Kharif season 2022-23. Around 713 lakh metric tons LMT of paddy was procured up to the 1st of this month. The MSP outflow of over 1,14,000 crore rupees have been transferred directly into farmers' account. Union Ministry for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution said all arrangements are in place for hassle-free procurement operations. It said rice delivery against the procured paddy is also in progress. The ministry said adequate rice stock is currently available in the central pool for meeting the requirements of the country. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur hit out at the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today for raking up Pegasus snooping issue again. Briefing media in New Delhi, Mr. Thakur said Mr. Gandhi is making hue and cry on foreign soil of the issue and defaming India. The minister said yesterday's election results show that Congress has been wiped once again.
और वो नेता जो भ्रष्टाचार के चलते बेल पर है, ऐसा क्या था उनके मोबाइल फोन पे जो उनको अपना छिपाने की जरूरत? वो और अन्य नेताओं ने अपना मोबाइल फोन क्यों जमा नहीं करवाया? बार बार झूठ बोलना, विदेशी धरती का इस्तेमाल करना, विदेशी दोस्तों का, विदेशी एजेंसियों का इस्तेमाल करना, ये आदत सी बन गई है और भारत को बदनाम करने की आदत बन गई। ये नफरत राहुल गांधी जी की प्रधानमंत्री के खिलाफ तो हो सकती है, लेकिन देश को बदनाम करने की ये साजिश बार बार जो विदेशी धरती से होती है, कभी विदेशी दोस्तों के माध्यम से होती है, ये अपने आप में प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़ा करता है कि कांग्रेस का एजेंडा क्या है।
Earlier, Mr. Gandhi made the remarks at Cambridge University that a large number of politicians, including him, had the spyware software on their phones. In Greece, anger over poor railway safety grew as the death toll from one of the country's worst train accidents mounted to 57. A passenger train carrying more than 350 people collided with a freight train. Protesters clashed with police in the capital Athens. In a televised address after visiting the crash site, Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis said the collision was mainly due to tragic human error. In cricket, Australia won the third test of the Border Gavaskar series by 9 wickets against India at Indore. With this victory, the visitors have sealed their spot for the World Test Championship final. India lead the 4-match series 2-1 with one test to go in Ahmedabad. It will be a must-win match for India to ensure the spot in the World Test Championship final. On the morning of the day 3 today, R. Ashwin gave India a terrific start by dismissing Australian opener Usman Khwaja on the second ball of the day. Then Manus Labuschagne and Head batted sensibly, not losing any further wicket. Visitors touched the 50-run mark in 14.2 overs and finally overhauling the target in 18.5 overs. Head remained unbeaten at 49, while Labuschagne was not out on 28. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for out-of-the-box thinking and long-term planning to boost tourism in the country. Foreign ministers of Quad countries meet in New Delhi, reaffirm to work for a free and open Indo-Pacific, climate change, clean energy, transition, among others. In Meghalaya, outgoing Chief Minister Congrad K. Sangma takes claim to form a new government. President Draupadi Murmu inaugurates International Dharma Dhamma Conference in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And in cricket, Australia win third test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy against India by 9 wickets at Indore. And with that, we end the Midday News.